So hello everyone, welcome to the last discussion session or the week 4 tutorial of this Python for data science course. So before starting, let us wait for few minutes to other people join and let me admit them. So and within few minutes I'll start our discussion today.
Faculty buses are not moving still until they will tell that only student buses are moving because
If
some staff
anybody wants to
members
say
will
anything,
bus.
then please raise your hand or write in the chat box. Then talk. Please don't unmute yourself. So whoever is unmuted, please mute.
See, they are sending that out.
Kindly please mute yourself. Yes. Okay, so let me start. In meanwhile, whoever will join, I will admit them. So, all right. So today is the last discussion session of this Python for data science course, where we'll discuss about linear regression, logistic regression, case study, all of these things, and this is the highest level of learning that you can consider for this course. I hope by now, by this time, everybody is well aware and about writing codes in Python, and they can write their scripts by own. Whoever was new to Python in this course, they have hopefully learned to write the codes and understand the codes, Python codes, and I mean write their own codes. And those who are already aware about that, then this last class or discussion session will be mostly helpful for them who wanted to know about data science in some more details for them. But whoever is not very much, were not very much familiar with Python but still continued this course, I hope they can also grab. And I will try to, obviously, as I always say, that I will try to make a balance such that everybody who is new or who is aware, everybody can uh, get some new thing and learn some new thing from these discussion sessions. And I hope everybody has already gone through all the videos by now, of the I mean about I am talking about the lectures which is given by Professor Raghunathan Rengasamy. So, all right, people, let them join, and in between that, I'll go for a overview of this course which we have learned in very quick manner, as today is the last class. So, so firstly, we learned about, after installing all the Anaconda and Spider, Jupyter, we learned about the Python programming, its algorithms, for the loops, file execution, clearing, commenting, variable, arithmetic operation, logical operation, data type. We did many problem solving, as you have got already in your assignments too. So, uh, and you can expect this kind of question in your examination also, in your final examination. And then also we proceed towards strings, lists, arrays, tuples, dictionary, sets, range, ND, array, and all those things. And then we introduce with various library function, NumPy, pandas, seaboard, matplotlib, and so many things. There are many more, but we have discussed about these things. Then we talked about how to read files, execute, how to read files, how to do basic data analysis in previous class, also how to plot various kind of plotting, and also the loops. So by now, we have done almost everything what we wanted to do to learn the final things, which are regression and classification, which comes under the area of case study. This is the main thing which we are aiming for in this course. So I hope everybody has already submitted their assignments and assignment form, but because assignment 4, I found many body has mailed me that they found it very difficult to solve. But we'll discuss today in some more, whatever there was discussed in the lectures. I'll try to try to recap, as well as with some new and small codes, such that I you guys can understand it from very basic, like what we are actually doing, with the definitions and all the steps that what we need to follow for this kind of data analysis. So, and as I always say that whoever is unable to join and all those stuff, by now you have already known. I think you guys are already or all aware about these things, that please visit to the YouTube channel, and the link, I hope everybody has the link, but still let me share with you guys. And the drive folder link also, which is the most helpful thing for you, which with which you can get almost everything what I write in the what codes I use in the class, as well as the data sheets and all those. So, and there were few comments. Obviously, I found out that anybody has told that the screen is not visible sometimes in the YouTube video. I don't know why that happened, but let's hope best for today's class. And yesterday anybody has many complaint about in previous class that anybody were unable to join, but I could not help myself uh, by anything, because this is what the each I mean the links and all those things are pre-decided, so at the in between the course it cannot be changed, and I am sorry for that, but what whatever help you need, that for that I told you that you can always mail me, you can message, you can drop a comment in YouTube, or you can obviously whoever is there here at this moment can directly ask me. All right, so these are the formalities that always I start with. So now I today we have many things to discuss, and every time the video over more over video gets over more than 2 hours, but it is for 2 hours only. So for today I'll start from now. Otherwise, it becomes very time consuming, and I'll be unable to complete the things. Someone is unable to complete assignment of week 1 and week 2, but the deadlines has already passed, so I cannot help, because you need to maintain the deadlines as per the protocols, but of course if somebody is missed, not intentionally but just missed, and you want to learn, then it is always open to you, and this course will run again. So you can at this moment learn, and again next time you can appear for the examination and assignment submission. That is one of the possibility at this moment. Okay, so and about the deadlines, I mentioned in the first class, as well as these all the things are written in the swam portal, and they use on the usual, on the daily basis they used to send mail to the students, such that you are aware about the deadlines of the assignments as well as the examination registration. So there should not be any problem with the deadlines, because we are trying to support you with with the deadlines and all the things, such that you don't miss it. And it was the deadline for the examination registration was 18th August. Now it is extended to 21st August, and I am hoping for this course as one of the most registered course for this semester. So some hall ticket, it will be released after some time. It is not released till now. Whenever the hall ticket will be released, you will get notification from SWAM as well as in via mail. The final examination will be proctored examination. Yes, it will be proctored. And okay, so if any for any other question, I will take in between. Okay, so and yes, I would like to mention that I told you to give it. I have given the homework kind of problem in previous class, and few of them, anybody few persons have sent me the homework problem, or the given problem, that analyzing student grade problem. And Shriya Basan, and she has messaged me, so I understand that she has mailed me that how by solving that. So if time permits, I will tell her that how she solved that. She will discuss for 2 minutes, such that everybody can understand that what she has done and how she has done, because she is among yourself, among you participants only. So as anybody, if anybody can do, one person can do, then any person can do. Okay. All right. Now I'll start.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I am Shreya.
Yes, tell.
मैम माय सॉल्यूशन वाज राइट एंड मैम कुछ डाउट्स थे मुझे उसमें, तो मैंने जस्ट मुझे एसएमएस समझ लगा मैंने वो शॉर्ट करके आपको सेंड कर
No, no,
दिया था.
I was telling because you have tried well, because I was showing you every for loop and all those things in a single line, but I saw that you have tried with every for loop writing by your own code and all those things. So that's what I like, that you have tried it by your own totally. So that's why I told. And if you are finding any problem, do write me in the mail. And if I get time today, then obviously we can discuss at the end of this class also. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So let me start today. I'll stop sharing this. How many assignments? The three assignments is needed to submit. Wait for 1 minute. I will share my code. Okay, if you have submitted assignment 1 and 3 and missed 2, and you can submit fourth also, then you'll be able to give examination, because you require at least 3 assignment to submit. And whoever and yes, thank you Rosulal, he has mentioned that hall ticket will be issued 1 week before 24th September. So yes, that is the thing. Okay. uh, okay, all right. So let me start with today's discussion. Today we are going to discuss about the data science case study, the main thing for which we are aiming for. If you have already by now, I hope that everybody has seen the videos, the lecture videos. Based But still I'll try to mention everything in very short manner. So the first thing is that this case study is, there can be many kind of problems in data science, but what we are dealing here at this moment is mostly of two kind. One is that either we want to classify or we want to predict, and mostly the data science runs with these two uh, problems in broad manner. What do I mean by that? Classification is that we will train our machine, which is the computer here, with pre-known data that we have, and the base quality will produce based model, of course. And then based on the trained data, it will test the data and check, and when we'll give the input from ourselves, new input, then it will be able to direct us, or know, it will help to know us that if it is like whatever we want to know, classify, like if it is yes or no problem, that is classification problem. Or if it is like you want to predict something, that how it is going to happen in 2016 or 2026 or something, then you can predict that. I'll give a small here whatever it is written, I will just go through that it is like classification is a supervised machine learning task that involves assigning predefined levels or categories to input data based on its features. The goal is to build a model that learns a pattern in the data and can accurately predict the level or category of new. new and unseen data or unseen data, whatever. So it's commonly used for tasks like spam, mail, whatever. Like there are many examples is possible. I have given few here, and these lines are also taken from many books, many internet search, and all those things. I have compiled it and taken the uh, lines that how I can convey you in best possible way and in shortest way. So let's go, like right now let's discuss about one condition, one very simple example, which you will be able to grab very soon, because we all are aware about the we all are aware about the mailing, and it will be very helpful to relate for you also. So the thing is that suppose you have a mail which is coming, then how to detect that if it is a spam mail, or if it is it is a mail which can go into the inbox, or which we call the ham. So if suppose, so for that reason we generate, or we have a data set of mails which we can either generate our own data, or maybe from previous, nowadays mailing system is very known system, so we can take some others data also. So when we have data sets of emails each labeled as spam, ham, on the basis of its context of the mail, then we are reading those and and training our machine with those data. Now it will collect the data, will collect the data, pre-process the data, will go step by step. When it is well aware about the data, then now after that, we if we give some input to it or some data to it, then it can check without knowing that previously, that if it is a spam mail or if it is a inbox mail. So this is a binary module problem that is already discussed with you in your lectures, and okay, somebody is asking that coming out of the syllabus. No, there will be nothing other than this syllabus, whatever we are discussing in the lectures and in the discussion session. And for the detailed solution for the assignments, detailed solution, like whatever solutions are there, I show you. Those are the main things that the solution you can think for. And for this assignment 4, that was the most difficult one, so I have the codes. I will share with you in the drive, and I have written and I will show you how to solve those. And for assignment 1, 2, 3, I have already shown you how to solve those. So on the basis of that, you need to understand the detailed solution, and at this moment, at least this is the only possible way to understand the detailed solution of you for the details. But I hope before the examination there is one possibility to upload some solutions, but there will be no code shared with you other than whatever I am sharing. So please follow this. All right. So so the next, that is a problem, and that is the thing, one example with which we can understand, that what is the case study. Why are we calling it as a case study? Because I have some case in my hand, like either I need to check it, if it is yes or no problem, that means email is spam or ham problem, or if it is predicting problem. All those are some kind of, we are studying some case on the basis of pre-known data, and or on the basis of our model. So in this course we will use the modules only, like logistic regression, linear regression, or whatever we are going to use. All those are already like library function and the modules which are available in the in Python. So there is no tension of writing a script or your own model here for this course. So, but who develops that, like the models or the write the scripts for these regression methods or whatever? Then you need to go. It becomes much more tedious to build a model. So here we just need to know the library functions and modules and learn how to interpret data. So this is the goal of today's class. So let me go through the steps what we are going to follow. As I have already talked about the email, then suppose you have data which you have a data set of emails, each labeled as spam or ham along with the text content of the emails. Text content of the email. Now steps which are involved here is that first is data collection and pre-processing. Gathered a labeled data set of emails which are where each email is labeled, and then pre-process the text data by removing special character, converting to lowercase and tokenizing by tokenizing the text into words. And this is the process that we have also followed for finding out the null positions in our data, which is which is already described in the lecture slides. I'll also discuss about that. So we need to do the pre-processing and make the data according to our use. Like if somewhere it is given as a question mark, then I should consider that as nan or something. I like the processing. I need to do the pre-processing such that it is now in machine language, such that computer can understand this. Okay. So now after converting the text data into numerical features that machine learning algorithms can work with. This could involve like many techniques, TF, IDF, many other things. But here we will do one by one processing that we are that you have also seen in your lectures. That how to remove them and how to make the preprocessor data. After the clean data we have, then we will choose an algorithm, a classification algorithm based on our interest. What we are going to do, what is our problem. Like there are very few common things which are like logistic regression, based support vector machine decision trees, random forest, neural networking, etc. So all of the now in the lecture slides it is already told that nowadays few data analysts do this process, like they try the data with several models, several classification model, and whichever suites or whichever is best fit for him or her for according with the problem, they they use it further for the like unknown data sets. That is one approach. But in case of like who are the developers and who are the data scientists, like suppose talk about the covid model, like covid spreading model, all those data they need much more with a simple linear regression or very similar with this similar kind of model we cannot do that. We need much more complicated understanding, because those are time varying as well. I also talked about time varying models in previous class in very nice manner, but still these are not the problem here, we will not discuss. But I am telling these kind of problems which people do who are actually data scientists, who are generating new models and writing their own scripts. So that is also possible. But here we'll know about logistic regression, linear regression, then random forest, then KNN method. Okay. So after that, we'll have this. What we'll do is split the data set into training and testing sets. The training set is used to train the model, and the testing set is used to evaluate its performance. Then train the chosen classification model using the training model, using the training data, and then do the evaluation. Now evaluate the model's performance using matrices like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, then confusion matrix, and many other things like their chi square, r square, many things. But this is this confusion matrix and all those things and accuracy score all are discussed in the lectures also, but I will also again mention. then adjust model parameters and features to improve the performance if necessary, then further then use it for the model deployment and prediction. Once satisfied with this, then the next step is that once satisfied with the model's performance, deploy it to make predictions on new unseen emails, or when a new email comes in, process its text, extract features, and use the trained model to predict whether it is spam or ham. Okay, so this is the process that what we learn, till which point we will learn in this course. But there are some other points that can be done when when we will continuously monitor the model's performance on real world data. Then we can reevaluate and retain the model periodically to account for changing patterns, to get the patterns in spam mails. And this case study illustrated how classification is applied to a real world problem. And this point, this up to this level, we will obviously not going to deal with any real world data at this moment. We'll stop within this, but this is a further thing that people do in the real data analysis problem in a uh, current scenario, or in the real world problem, whatever. So so this is the main thing. But one note is there, that remember that different classification algorithms might perform differently on different data sets, and the choice of the algorithm depends on the nature of the data that you have. So that is a basic introduction with the data science and case study with a specific problem, which you can relate with and understand. So now let me go with a very basic code, or which with which or through which we will be learn able to learn that what are the basic points or basic steps that we are going to follow. And then we'll go to the KNN study and all those data, such that it will be easier to you to grab it much more clearly. All right. So now, first I have imported NumPy, then sklearn dot model selection. From there I have imported train test split. Then logistic regression I have imported from sklearn dot linear model. These are the library function and modules that we are going to use. Then sklearn dot matrices. From there I have imported accuracy score. And for your help, after all of this, I have also in details written this time that what each and every library function and modules are doing here. Because I hope whenever I will after the class, when I will share this with you, this will be the most useful document for you to deal with the data, I mean, very helpful module PDF for you to solve this kind of problem. Okay, so after importing all this, wait a minute. Okay. So after importing all this, what I am doing is I am generating a sample data set. I am not taking any data, like I have not generated any CSV file here. Just I have taken a few data just to show you that with the for practice purpose, you can just write a 2D or 3D 2D array, 2 cross 3 array, or 3 or 2 cross 4 array, or whatever, and just check and play with those things, just to learn what are the steps that we are going to follow. Then simply we can use the pandas to load the text, and then using the data directly, we can also do this kind of things and follow these steps. So once you know, and once you are very well aware about these steps here in this problem, then it will be very easy. All right, so now whatever I have created in this data set is that weights in grams and color for orange and apple. So suppose this data is containing weight in grams of 100 grams, and color 0 means red, and 130 gram, and color 0 means red, 135 which is another weight, and 1 means orange, or like 0 means apple and 1 means orange. And now I have created this data, and now I am labeling it with 0011. 0 means apple, 1 means orange. And now what is the labels here? Labels is there by hand. I have given indexing. I have not done indexing here because there is no big data or no null value at this moment, so I don't need to pre-process anything in this data. So by hand I have created a label. Okay, labeling means what kind of what are the main two types of things I have. So and for dealing with the big data, what we'll do that I will show after these basic things. Okay, and that there we need to pre-process the data and create on the basis of some yes or no, we will create 0 and 1 tool for the labeling. Right now I have just done labeling by my hand, and then I am splitting data into training and testing sets. For that, as I have given the name as xtrain, xtest, ytrain, ytest, trains test split, which I have imported from the sklearn.model selection. Then data labels, data in x space, labels in y space, and the test size is 0.2 and random state equal to 42. What does it mean? Test size equal to 0.2 means whatever the data I have, from that only 20% I will use as for using as test. That will not be used for train the data. And apart from this 20%, whatever the 80% remaining there, that will be used to train the machine to learn how it is going on. Okay, and random state equal to 42, that means it is I am seeding it, like each and every time it will not be given me random values. So for that reason I have also talked about seeding in first or second class, and in the lecture slides also, lectures also it is talked about. So now I am creating a logistic regression model.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Now I am creating a logistic regression
Ma'am,
model. Yes.
मैम टेस्ट वेरिएबल एंड ट्रेन वेरिएबल का मीनिंग क्या है मैम, वो दोबारा बता दो.
Sorry, I could not get you.
मैम व्हाट डू यू मीनिंग बाय टेस्ट वेरिएबल एंड ट्रेन वेरिएबल?
What do you mean by?
टेस्ट वेरिएबल एंड ट्रेन वेरिएबल.
Okay, so like there I need some data to train the machine. For that I am taking 80% of the data to train it, and other 20%, the remaining percent, I will use from it to test it, because I am not giving some other input here. I'll not give, I don't have any other input or data which will give. Rather, from the data set whatever I have, 80% I will use for this training, and in that whatever the 20% remaining, I will test it that whatever the data training we have done, it is the 20% is also following that or not. So for that I and this train test split actually do this splitting of train data and test data. And obviously we need some x level and y level to like you can also plot this data. I have shown you in your previous class also that how to plot all the stuffs, and you can check that correlation and whatever that how it is varying with the these and that. So obviously whenever you have the data, then you have like train test split, then you within the bracket you have data which is in the exposition, you have levels which I have created with the which is y position, which I have created by hand. But in case of big data we create it with some other module or with some other techniques. So it is just after doing this x and y, then it will train the data some amount and test the data, and for testing it with the model, it will store the 20% data for other part for the testing part. So now I have trained data, test data. Now when I will use some model like logistic regression or linear regression and fit it with the trained data, then prediction we can do by using the testing data, because that is not used to train. All right.
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Okay, so now I have now after this line, I have created logistic regression model, which is written as model equal to logistic regression, and in the and then the brackets. Then I am then using this logistic regression model, I want to feed the train data. We using the model dot feed train the model on the training data. Then I am making the prediction on the testing data, which is model.predict x test, and then calculate accuracy underscore score accuracy back the underscore and then the score, then within the bracket it is y test comma predictions. Now we will check that if the prediction is how much accurate enough. So at this moment I have taken some random data which do not have any correlation, and with like it is not a real life real world data. I just wanted to show you. So for that, if I run it, it is showing 0% accuracy, because with which I am doing the logistic regression. Like nothing is there. Like what do I want to do here? There is this I have shown you particularly just to make you understand this also, that randomly if you select something like I will work with this model, it will not work. You need to specifically understand your problem, that what you are going to do. Then according to that, and with the best quality data, if you do, then only you will be able to generate a good model. So this is an example of very bad model and very bad data, but these are the steps that we need to follow. Now in this example, what we have done, first we have a simple data set. First, we have a simple data set with weight and color as features and corresponding levels, 0 for apple, 1 for orange. This color is featured. You have already seen in your lecture slide that and also assignment that they told about to understand what is the feature of the data. So here you in this example in this example you can understand that the labeling, what is labeling and what is the feature, very intuitively, and that's why I have taken this example. Okay, now after that we split the data set into a training data and a testing sets using train test split. Now then after we are using logistic regression model and train the data using this model. Then we make prediction on this testing data and calculate the accuracy using accuracy score, and it is giving 0%. Okay. So this is the basic, like these four steps is whatever we are going to follow for a case study here in this course. And I hope everybody by these examples can understand now what we are doing here. Okay, so now to check that if we have a very good data, as well as we know that what kind of exam model is good for this kind of data, then we can actually uh, we can actually we can actually get up to 100% accuracy. So for this reason, I have taken the load I like imported load IDs from the sklearn data sets. IDs data is one of the open data set which is available worldwide, and these IDs it is very accurate also. So what is the IDs data that you can check by searching in the Google, and this Google or maybe in the Python also I have shown you how to search in Python. So the after loading this IDs data, I am giving x as IDs dot data and y as IDs dot target, which is feature is the x and labeling is the y. We need two things, feature and label. Now I am splitting this data into training and testing sets, which are x train, x test, y train, y test, like similarly whatever I have done in previous case. And then I am doing this time I am creating a random forest classifier, and for that I have introduced or imported I have imported sklearn uh, I have imported sklearn I have imported random forest classifier from the sklearn ensemble. After that, for the accuracy score I have important this, then creating the model and doing the fitting with this of this trend data with this model and doing the prediction for the test data, and we are checking the accuracy score. And now we can see that the accuracy score, if I run it, as it is a good data, as well as we know that this random forest classifier actually fit for this data, so it is a good model for this kind of this data, so it is given as 100% accuracy. So for the test size equal to 0.2 and random state equal to 42, somebody is asking that what are these two. I have already mentioned. I have also written this in this document, in this Python document. But still, let me tell. Test size equal to 0.2 means whatever the data we have, from that 20% of the data we are using for testing, and 80% of the data, other remaining data, we are using for the training. And the random state equal to 42 is helping us for the seeding data, such that we do not get the random things. So no, every time we are running we will get the same thing, it is not random. And seeding thing I have also told in the second class, as well as it is mentioned in the lectures also. So whoever is asking for test size and random state, I hope it is now clear. But again, it is written also here. You can see, you will be able to see after some time. So here the steps are: we are using iris dataset, which has more complex features. We are using a random forest classifier, which is an ensemble method that can capture complex relationship in the data. That's why it is fitting very good and giving accuracy up to 100%. Now we split the dataset into training and testing sets using train test split. We train that model on the training data and predict the levels for the testing data. Then we calculate the accuracy using the accuracy underscore score. So again, I have explicitly written everything in details, what each and every module and libraries are doing. So import numpy as an NP. This is importing numpy library and alias as at NP. Then from sklearn dot dataset import load iris. 1 minute. Okay. Import load iris. This imports the load iris function from the sklearn library and load the this data. This is a famous iris dataset problem for the classification. Then from the sklearn.model selection import train test suite, we are doing, which is used to split the dataset into training and testing sets. Then for the random forest classifier, which is an ensemble learning method used for classification. Then sklearn.matrices we are importing, that which calculates which calculates the accuracy of the classification model. Then we are loading the iris data, and where the data set is the variables are x assigned as features, assigned for features, and the y, which is assigned for target levels. So now I have done the train test split, and which is showing that x train and y train will contain the training data and levels, while x test and y test will contain the testing data and levels. Test size equal to 0.2 specifies that 20% of the data will be used for testing, and random state equal to 42 sets a seed for reproducibility. I hope everybody is clear by now with each and every syntax. Now I am doing the model, which is model equal to random forest classifier here, which creates an instance of the random forest classifier class, which will be used for our classification model. Then we are using model.feed. This trains the model using the training data. Then prediction, which is which uses the trained model to make prediction on the testing data. Then accuracy and print accuracy, that is the it prints accuracy in the percentage up to 2 decimal places. All right, so I hope everybody is clear and nobody has any problem. If everybody is clear, then please uh, okay, you don't need to respond, but I hope all of you are like clear with it, all this with these steps. Now again, I am going to show you one another thing with by creating same Okay, so somebody is saying yes, ma'am. Thank you. So, and I hope as Santosh, everybody else is also able to understand. Now, I have shown you till now about the logistic regression model and random forest classifier model. Although we are not going into the details of this, what are the model, what are the scripts of these models, and in this course you don't need to go to the details of these regression models or whatever. You can directly use, and you just need to learn that what model can be used or well suited for which kind of problems. That is very useful actually. And in modern data analyst, like whoever plays the role of data analyst in any company or anything, they don't actually develop these regression or models. They actually use these linear regression models or whatever, but they understand the data very well, that what model is suitable for their data. So okay, so after this, for this linear regression also, I have created sample data sets. Here I am showing mileage in miles, which is the fastness of the array, and then the age in years of that car, and what is the brand of the car. And I have labeled it for the 0 for Toyota and 1 for Honda. Now I have the data. Now I have the data and as well as prices in dollars. So now I am labeling these with respect to the price. That's why when I am writing train test split, then at the y place I am giving prices as the y label, not 0 1 or any value, because the on the which basis we want to leveling is, it is according to us, and here it is according to the price. So now I am splitting data into training and testing sets, as we are doing for others. We have just done for the other examples also. Then simply we are again creating a linear regression model, and then training the model with the fit, and then predicting it. And here I have calculated the mean squared error and R squared error, because all of us mostly aware about mean squared error and R square error. So, and then I am printing the mean square error and R square error, and as you can see, it is giving huge error, mean square error and R square error, and this is not a data set that I have. Rather, I have generated according to my imagination. Whatever I wanted to put, I have just put, and this is a well example again that any data and any models cannot fit well together. Okay, so so this is and as I have given not any real world data, or I don't have any data, I just created according to me. So this is giving huge error. And now, what are the processes, what are the steps that I have followed is that we have simple data sets with mileage, age and brand as features, and the corresponding price of used cars, which is as label. Then we split the data set into training and testing sets using train test split. Then we create a linear regression model and train it using the training data. We make predictions on the testing data and calculate mean square error and R square using the mean square error and R2 square. These are the model again which I am using. Now the next problem, I am doing the linear regression again, the same thing, but with a like available data which is available in online and all and available in Python, just for learning purpose. So this is called the Boston data, Boston housing data set. This is like there is a whole warning that this data set, we California housing data set or the Boston housing data set, these we all can use just for learning purpose, but this is strongly discourage the use of this dataset unless the purpose of this code is to study and educate about the ethical issues in data science and machine learning. But Boston housing prices dataset has an ethical problem. You can refer to documentation. So this kind of problem, this kind of datasets are online, like in available in the Python. to learn dataset problems, to learn data analysis problems, or the data analysis and machine learning. So you don't need to uh, you don't need to think about that from where I am getting this data. If you do this sklearn.datasets, import load boston, and from that you just do the boston data, then you can get the data itself, because these are available to learn the machine learning and data science problem. So now I am loading the Boston housing datasets just by writing Boston equal to load Boston. Then at X, as I am in storing Boston.data, which is the features of it, and Boston.target, which is prices, which I am going to use as label as Y. Then again splitting the data using this linear regression model, then fitting it, predicting it, and calculating the mean square and R square, mean square and R square error. Now it is showing mean square error is 24.29, this and R square error is 3.67, because this is some valid data, although it is not a it has some ethical problems. Those are like technical details that we don't need to go for learning purpose, but we can use it. And the mean square error and R square error is like this, which are viable values, because this is some real world data and linear regression model we can use on this. So now details, let me go to the details again. And this time I have as anybody has requested that they are not able to solve the problems and understand it. So for that reason I have given each and every details on of each and every lines. So now linear regression is a fundamental supervised learning algorithm used for predicting a continuous target variable based on one or more input features. It assumes a linear relationship between the input features and target variable is present. In the context of simple linear regression with the feature, we just use as the equation of line y equal to mx plus b. This is like I have also shown you in your previous class that you can also feed that data with a line with a linear regression method. These all follow the y equal to mx plus b, but it can be multivariate problem also, where it can be polynomial fitting or multivariable linear fitting. Each and everything is possible, but those are much more heavier problem. Those are not going to be discussed here. So but these are the next level things. So but what it is in the y equal to mx plus b, here y is the predicted target variable, which is output, x is the input feature, m is the slope of the line, which is weight, and b is weight means weighted average. We do that kind of weight. Here it's nothing like weight here, but all right, m is the slope, that you can understand at least, and b is the y intercept. Then the goal of linear regression is to find the values of m and b that minimize the difference between the predicted values and actual target values. This is typically achieved using a mathematical optimization technique called the ordinary least square method. Then as I was talking about the multivariate features, it can be multivariate as well as polynomial. Here are the steps involved in case of linear regression. Is that first we are preparing the data preparing, then model creation, then model training, then prediction, then evaluation, then interpretation, and then prediction and generalization. So that is the problem for a linear regression case study. So here we are studying mostly the two kind of problems. One is like binomial things, which are like yes or no kind of problems, which are we can use as for the like with the KNN, or we like whatever the example I have given for the spam or inbox problem, that kind of problem. And one is a prediction kind of problem, which is regression problem. So both of them are now described well, but they follows the same steps, but different models. So the there are much more details given here. Who wants to go to the details of the linear regression, then they can go through this, that what is linearity, independence, homogeneity, homocentricity here, and normality. These are the like few assumptions that we take in case of linear regression. All of the model works with some linear with some assumption only, because without assumption it cannot work, because that kind of things difficulties are there, that whoever is interested go find those things and try to analyze understand those things by yourself. And yes, there is one note is that while that linear regression is a very powerful and widely used algorithm, and it might be suitable for all types of data and relationships, wherever we want to check the linear relationship, but no, and don't want to just go to the details of it, then we can just check that how what is the trend. Basically, you can consider it to understand how to check the trend of any data. It is very good. So any kind of relationship it can show with this linear regression. Now, in some cases, for the more complex algorithms like polynomial regression, as I was talking about, or neural networks might be needed to capture nonlinear relationship in the data. Polynomial polynomial regression, or the decision trees, these are like more difficult things, and neural networking is now the highest thing that which with which you can actually capture each and every point in the data. So but obviously this is no here we are not going to discuss about these things, but this is the starting point, linear regression, to start for other things. So at this moment you need to be very much clear with the steps. So this is what I wanted to talk about, the basic data science problem. Now I will go with the I'll start with the KNN model and the logistic regression that was already there in the lecture, but as anybody obviously is unable to solve the assignment, as well as I always discuss things before solving assignment, so I will discuss those ones. So let me stop share this. Wait a minute, just let me share my spider. I hope it is visible to you. Can anybody confirm that if you can if you are well suited with the font size? Okay, thank you. All right. So first, we here whatever it was discussed in the lectures was the income problem, like uh, like classifying personal income. Like it was told that some we want to classify that some we have data of people who have income of 50 more than 50,000 or less than 50,000. That is the problem basically we want to classify. So here it is a classifying problem with the basis of yes or no, like greater than 50,000 or less than 50,000. So this kind of problem can be solved using K-Neighbours classifiers. So here we will talk about K-Neighbour classifiers. Now what we have done, just to read the data frames, to work with the data, we have imported pandas as PD. That I have also told in the second and third week. What is pandas library and PD works. And then obviously we have imported NumPy as NP. Then we have to visualize the data. We have introduced SNS. Like sometimes matplotlib is very like there is some usefulness of this seaboard to visualize the data. That's why we are using here the seaboard. You can use matplotlib also in some cases, uh, but here, like in case of seaborn, as well, as long as you are not running that particular cell, particular line, it will not show you the plot. But in case to visualize the plot when you are writing a multiple line codes, then it is very difficult if you write the matplotlib and always it gives you the every single plot. So that's why seaborn is one of the very useful things to work with in case of big data handling. So now I'll partition the data using the split the data for the train and test, as I was talking for 1 hour till now. Then it is train test split. I have imported that. Then importing the library of KNN, which is KNeighbours classifier. That is one of the classifier library. And then I am importing the to understand the performance matrices like accuracy score and confusion matrices. Then I am importing accuracy score and confusion matrix from the sklearn.matrices. Okay, so from this part, let me run first this whatever I am importing. All right, so now it is run. So now I am importing the data as data equal to pt.read csv, which is income.csv, that is already there in the swam portal. But if somebody is unable to get that, or unaware about that, please visit to the Google Drive. It is available there. I have already. You can all get the. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, so from the Google Drive folder, you can get the income.csv file. Now we are doing the data preprocessing. For that, like whatever I was telling that for the leveling data or the preprocessing data, that there I have just by hand put the leveling and did not do any preprocessing because I did not need it. I know the data that I have generated by my hand, a simple 2D array. But now here it is multiple like 2 cross some 13091 dimension data, and like there are many rows and columns, and if I don't if I cannot handle it one by one, so I need to do pre-processing, and I don't even have the idea what is this. So let me first read the data and see what is it. So I am just running this line, like this data equal to pt.read csv, and here, as these are already I have run quite a few times, that's why it is here. But it will show now the data is present there. And data, what is data? Data is a data frame of size 31,978 cross 13, and it has column names and whatever. Now I can double click on it, and it will appear that what is the data that is here. So let me zoom it. And now without even opening the data set, you can actually check the data by this way, right? This is also told in the class, but now I have imported the data, and I have the idea of the data, and I can check what are the main things, what are the names, what are the headings of this data. And for that, like you can see that there is index, age, job type, FD type, marital status, occupation, relationship, race, then gender, capital gain, capital loss. There are many more things. And the salary status is actually giving us the information less than equal to 100, less than equal to 50,000 or greater than 50,000, that idea. So it is very important, the last thing here. So here we will make the sal stat as our labeling. Okay, so I have the understanding of the data now. Now I am doing the pre-processing. We are finding the missing data, and for that what we are doing is that, 1 minute. So this is a data dot is null dot sum. It will tell about the null cell in the data. So now you can see if I run just this cell, then it is showing the what are the missing data cell number in job type and occupation, and other than that there is no cell which is null. So now for the, now I want to give it as a missing data, name as a missing data. Somebody was asking just now about the missing data. So by this way you can find out the which is the missing data. So missing equal to just write data in the box bracket, give write the data is null this dot any x is equal to 1, then you will get the missing data. 1 minute, somebody wants to join. All right, so now here the points to note is that 1 minute. Okay, so here the point to note is that the missing value in job type is 1809 and missing values in occupation in 1816. There are 1809 rows where two specific columns, that is occupation and job type, have missing values. And there is 1816 minus 1809 is equal to 7. You still have occupation unfilled. Why that? Because the job type is never worked. That's why it is giving that occupation is much more number of null cell rather the job type, because there will be obviously few person who have never worked in till now. So these are by this way you can find out the missing data, and by the with the data you can visualize the data. So now maybe I can run this missing this data dot in cell 1, and then I will is null 1 and then the missing one. If I do this, then now I can go, and in this variable explorer kernel you can find every data frame according to the alphabetical word alphabetical order. So now IJKLM missing is what is the missing is a data frame of 1816 cross 13 data size. And now if I double tap on it, then you can see that there is a missing data like it is giving the information about the missing data, which is now showing is at job type nan and occupation as also nan. All right, so this is missing data. So whoever was asking for the missing data, I hope it is clear now. And why x is equal to 1, that is written here to consider at least one column value is missing in a row. That's why x is 1 is written. Now after that I want to reindex this data, and for that I want reindex the data on the basis of the salary status, which is given as sal stat that I have shown to you in the data. And then I am writing and data 2, which is data dot drop n a equal to x is equal to 0. Then I am mapping that whoever has less than or equal to 50,000 data 50,000, that is 0, and greater than 50,000 equal to 1. Now print data 2. It will, if I run the whole code, then it will show the data 2, and let me run one by one line, then it will be helpful for you. Then it is now it is running the data 2, and it is storing sal stat as 0 or 1 as the basis of the labeling. And now I am now if I want to print like run this print thing, then it will show the print like print it here. As well as I can also go to this, as well as I also can go to this data set and find out which is data 2, and double tap on it and check what are the 0 and 1s. Now right now I have data 1 data 2. I'm now you can check that here. Now you can check here uh, sorry, I have data 2 dot. If you print the data 2, then it will show you the whole thing. But if you print the data 2 dot cell stat only this part, then you will be able to see that with respect to the index number, if it is 0 or 1. Okay, let me check it here also. Here, 1 minute. Okay, now you can see that whoever had the salary of less than 50,000, that has become 0, and whoever has the salary as what, that has greater than 50,000, that has become 1 in the place of the writing what it was previously in the data. Now you can compare what was the difference between data and data 2 by yourself. Because I have shown you that how to check it, right? Let me admit. All right. Okay. Now I want to get these as this data 2 as this dummies. What this pd dot get dummies does, it convert the categorical variable into dummy variable or indicator variable. Okay, so for that you need to give the parameter like array, like which is array here, data 2, and then you can then prefix like if the drop first which is showing here, uh, that you can give as that will take as boolean like true or false. Wherever this is like 0, then it will take as false. Wherever it is 1, then it will take as true. So now I am doing separating on the basis of this dummy variable and storing that in the new data. Now I am storing this in the column names. Let me run this as well. Storing the column names of the new data as column list, then printing the column list. Let me run this, and then you can see what this column list is saying. Now what is the type of this? This is the type is the type of this is string, and with respect to each and every index it is showing its size and what is the value, like what is the thing is. Okay, so now like whatever you have on your hand, whatever you are producing, you can visualize just by going here in the variable explorer and double tap on it. Now I am separating the input names from the data as features, right? Running these lines, and now it will store it as features, and on the basis of salary salary state means salary status. Now storing the output values in y, which will take as y equal to new data of this salary new data which of the salary status column. Then that if I run it, then it will store it as y, and if you want to print, then you can print. I am not printing it now. Actually these all of these things whatever I was doing till now, just to get the features and label. Okay, so now I have labeling as y and x as the x like the feature. X is as the feature and y is as the labeling. I have, when I was showing you the basic examples of these, then I have told you that preprocessing is just to get the features and labeling. Labeling here it is done on the basis of the salary status, which is now previously defined as 0 or 1, which is now defined as a with respect to the dummy variables, and and the feature is now stored in x, which is on the basis of column list corresponding to the salary status. So now I'll split the data as I was doing previously, and then I will I am at that moment I was naming it as model. Now I am running this as KN underscore classifier. You can also write it as model, and then KNeighbour classifier, which we have already imported, and then n neighbor is equal to 5, and we can 1 minute. Let me run these lines also. Okay. Now I am doing this model, and then I will train the training data. I'll use the train x and train y to train the data to feed the data with this KNN classifier. and for that I am doing this line. Let me run it, and then now I am predicting it just by doing KNN classifier dot predict, that is with the test x. And for the confusion matrix, I'll do it with I'll check the performance of the matrix with the test y, which is the output, sorry, which is the yeah, which is the test x and test y. And with respect to the test y, I will check the performance of the metric, and we will print the confusion matrix. And we can also now this confusion matrix is actually very interesting, because this confusion matrix actually tells you about the 0 to 0, with respect to this, like this is the 6173 whatever it is showing, that is there is no confusion in this 6173 data cells, and there is no confusion in this 1383 data cells. That means these are the perfectly fitted data with the test data. And this 01 corresponding to 01843, and corresponding to 01650, and corresponding to 10843, those are the values which is not well fitted value. Okay, so this confusion matrix, you can go to the details. What does it tells about of each and every indices of this matrix, but it actually tells the performance of the matrix, performance checking of the model. Now we have also calculated the accuracy as we are doing beforehand, printing the accuracy. This is showing this as 0.83, which is, if you write it in terms of percentage, then it is 83%. It is 83% accurate, this model is. Now you can misclassified sample, effect of k value you can check on the classifier, because here n neighbors is equal to given as 5. We are considering always, whenever we are checking the data, considering the 5 neighboring value to do the correlation. Now you can increase it from 1 to 20, and you can check that how this classifier is varying, because as you will increase the k neighbors, then as you increase the k neighbors, it will be more well, it will be much more good fitting and good analytical model. Okay, all right. So this was the KNN thing, and then the logistic regression, which was told taught to you also in the class. I will go to the not go to the first few lines, because these things I have told you several times by now, and I want to do the logistic regression now. I have imported the data of this income.csv as data income at this moment, and let me run these things. Then I am importing data as like this, and then copying data from the original data, because I shown you in the previous classes, sometimes it is good that you copy the data and store it into some other variable, such that your original data do not get any change, or any harm should not occur with your original data. So now explorative data analysis, what we need to do, getting to know the data, then data preprocessing, then cross tables, and data visualization. Whatever these kind of things you can do, you can go here again and check the data, whatever we have stored as data. Then you can check the variables info by data.info. These things I have shown you in your previous class, previous discussion session. Whoever was not aware about, whoever was unable to join, please go to the YouTube channel and check it, and then check for the missing values. Same process that I have done, I was showing you for the KNN analysis previously. Now print the data, it has not, it is not okay. So I have run the data.info, so it is showing you the things whatever it is stored, as I have already done the storing of the data in terms of dummy variables, so it is showing like this. So maybe I'll go run one by one thing. This is just the pre-processing which we have just done now in our previous case. and for this data dot describe some these things I have told in the previous class. And these are to know your data better, what are there in the I have also told what are there in the first few rows, last few rows. All of these things were discussed in the previous class, so I am just using all those things to show you that we can use all those libraries and modules to visualize the data much more appropriate way. Now I am frequency of the each categories we are checking, like job type, occupation, and like value. We are doing the value count, the frequency, how many times it is called, and what are the sales numbers which is called for, here it is showing armed force for nines. That means the job type, that the occupation, the 9% has this armed force job. Then the tech support 912, like technological related support job is doing to 912%. So if you use this data job type dot value counts or occupation, whatever corresponding to uh, whichever thing you want to check, that how many people does this occupation or how many people has this job type, then you can check just by doing this dot value counts, and check how many the frequency, which is the number of people here, that this number of people are doing this kind of are involved with this kind of occupation. Then checking for unique classes of data, there are the classes like federal government job, there is local government job, never work, who are never work, the private job sector, and self employed and self employed but not is enrolled as a business, like whichever has INC, that is enrolled as a business, and whichever is not INC, that is not enrolled as a business. Then the state government, and without payment somebody is doing any job, and this question mark thing is that which are null variables there. So there are this kind of job type, and if you go these unique numbers of job types are there. If you write np.unique, then you will get sorry 1 minute, I have run the whole code, so bear with me for few times. And if you go to the if you want to the check for the unique classes of the job type or the occupation, then you can do it just by doing this thing. So now I can run this. Okay, what happened I just don't know. Wait, wait 1 minute.
Sería parte y Mulan serial Nacha first
Whoever has unmuted yourself, please mute yourself.
இருந்துச்சு அங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ண ஹாட்ஸ்டார்ல நானு இன்னைக்கு சாயந்தரம் வரை சீரியல் நானு காலையிலே
Please
பாத்துருவேன்
unmute yourself.
இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தது வந்து நேத்துது காசு கட்டலன்னா
Okay, all right. So whatever the thing was, so okay, so now we can, if by this way you can check the unique classes of job type and occupation. The occupation it is showing as like armed force, cat repair, like whatever farming, whatever is there. These kind of things you can check for to understand your data. Now it is doing the like those things I have just shown to show you that whatever the previous classes we are doing in the previous class, that is that things you can check. And now I am doing the pre-processing what I just shown in the KNN model. And now after doing this, that is one interesting thing is that the code studying of the correlation, which is very important. So now I have stored the data as data 2 and I am trying to understand the correlation. What is the correlation of the different data type, different things. Like here it is showing age to age correlation. Like if you find the if you find the diagonal elements of the matrix, then you can see that these are 1. Why 1? Because these should be ones. If you correlate age with age, then it will be 1 obviously. But if you correlate with age with the capital gain or capital loss, then it is showing you the cross correlation between age and capital gain, which is telling you that what is the correlation between capital gain and age. And this is showing here 0.080. That means as it is close towards 0, that means it has no correlation as such. That and if it goes towards the 1, then you will be able to find that these are much more correlated than the other things. So here you can see almost age with capital gain, capital loss, and this capital gain with the capital loss or whatever is there, none of them are related with one another. But among them, the highest correlated thing is the age and hours per work. And if you visualize it or intuitively think it, then it is a very viable thing that it should be that with the age you can, like like your efficiency can increase or decrease, although it is not highly correlated, but there can be some correlation with the hours per week and the age. Okay, that's why it is giving some correlated about 10%. That is not also high. So if you do this kind of thing, like correlation equal to data 2.cord, then you will be able to the correlation between the different variables, which is very useful in case of data analysis. Then we are extracting the data, the column names, whichever is given as age, job type, BT type, like the things, column names, whichever is there. Then I want to create a table or the cross tab that I shown you in the previous class for the gender, so I did the gender cross tab, and now I can print it, and you can see that it shows that the percentage of female worker is about 32%, whereas the male is 67%. So more male person works than the female. So that is the gender proportion table, which you can understand doing the pd.cross tab, which is also shown you in the previous class. Now gender versus salary status also you can check. If you with your data, given data, then you can check that the female with greater than 50,000 salary is only about 0.114, that is 11%, and less than equal less than equal to 50,000 is 88%, whereas the male has greater than 50,000 salary of 31%, and less than equal to 50,000 is about 68%. And with the combination of male and female, it is showing the all thing. Okay, so these are the things that is giving you the total analysis of the gender versus salary status. Then you can actually plot this frequency distribution of the salary status just by doing this sns.count plot, and go to the plot. You will be able to check just by visualization that how many people has less than 50,000 or how many people has greater than 50,000 salary. So more people has less than 50,000 salary, and less people has greater than 50,000 salary. Now I can plot the histogram of age, and it is showing that with the age of 40 to 50, most people works here with who has the age between 40 to 50, and less people work in 70, 80, 90. That is very viable or logical. Okay, so this is these plots are helpful to understand the progress of data or the visualize the data. Now you can also check the salary status in the box plot. You can also do this many kind of things are possible. You can check them. Now I can visualize the job type, and what is the with the job type, what is the what is the percentage of people are getting payment of greater than 50,000 or less than 50,000. This blue line is showing greater than 50,000, less than equal to 50,000, and this orange line is showing greater than 50,000. Whoever has a private sector job, and they have more like lesser less payment, and who has the like with this you can with respect to each job type you can get the idea that how many people are getting payment of greater than 50,000 or less than 50,000 with respect to each job type. You can again you can again like do the cross tab and find out the relation with these things I have just shown. These are just done for the several other things for understanding the data. You can do check it by yourself. I will upload this I'll upload this. That these are only just I have shown all kind of plot in the previous class, and these are all I am doing. Several things I just want to visualize. I am just doing all this count plot, cross tab, and it is telling many things whichever I want to check. Now let's come to the main thing again. Now I am doing this. Indexing these or the labeling these things just to get the label and features. Then I'll do this column names and column list, and try to understand the features. And once I have the features, then I'll store it in my y value, and in my sorry in my x value, and whatever I have in my in my labeling, that is with respect to the salary status, that I will store in the y, and I can now and test with respect to these x and y. And now I am doing the logistic regression. I can do the logistic fit whichever I was doing previously. You can also check the logistic coefficient and intercept and prediction that I have also shown. And now the confusion matrix, and by this way you can do the several steps are done for knowing the data and doing the data analysis. But the steps whichever it is following, that I have shown you in your in the basic examples that I shown the first half of this today's discussion. Okay, so I am not going too much details. There are many things that are only just printing and checking many other things. And similarly, it was shown for the regression case study. The same things, the same cross tab, count plot, box plot, every kind of plot. The basic thing is that just we want to do that few steps which I just shown to you. So I'll now not go through much details of these codes, but I think okay. So am I audible, and the my screen is visible to every one of you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Please share. Okay. Thank you. So can you please write into the chat box as yes? Are you able to visualize that what are the steps you need to follow, and what is the basic understanding of this data analysis? Are you able to understand this? Okay, thank you. So I hope thank you everyone. So I hope I am able to convey you that what we want to do. Now I will go to the assignment of your uh, uh, assignment. Sorry. Now I'll go to the assignment of week 4 and quickly see the questions, and then I will show the code. I'll upload the codes, and I hope that you guys have tried the obviously you guys have tried to solve the assignment 4 also. But of course, as we always discuss the assignment and question answer, like everyday class, I will do it in today's class also. So let me go to the slides again. So this is the framework, that the solution conceptualization that was given. This is just the slide that I wanted to keep it here in the slide, because if like this will be shared with you the steps that was, and this slide is taken from the lecture slide itself. This is just the framework of solution, like that, how to conceptualize everything. And like you can just, I have given this slide, it as a slide, because you can that after the after this class overs, or whenever you find according to your time, whenever you studies, or afterwards also, you can see these things and remember all the stuff. I'll share the details and all those things, whatever notes I have written, those also with you via this Google Drive. Okay. So the first question is, I hope like every day you will also answer today, you guys. Like the first question is, which of the following are regression problems? Assume that appropriate data is given. Like I have shown to you that if appropriate data is not given, then there can be arise problem and accuracy will show 0%. That I have also shown in the first in two problems. So let's consider that appropriate data is given. Then which of the following are regression problems? A. Predicting the house price. B. Predicting whether it will rain or not on a given day. Predicting the maximum temperature on a given day. And predicting the sales of the ice creams. Which of the following are regression problems? Answer. Anybody wants to write? Then please write. Okay, so let me answer. The answer is A, C, and D. Whoever has given the answer as A, C, D, they are right, and whoever has missed by some part, they please correct themselves. So predict, like there is predicting the house price, predicting the maximum temperature on a given day, or the sales of the ice cream. These are all regression. These are all like prediction, but whether it will rain these are like these three are not binomial, but these whether it will rain or not, that is a binomial thing, which is which we cannot just understand by doing regression. If it is raining today, then if it will rain today or tomorrow or not, that prediction is a binomial prediction, and it will depend on that day's humidity and all those stuff. So it cannot be used here. The regression cannot be used here. Regression, what does regression do? Regression just do y equal to mx plus b kind of linear fitting. So fitting will not work for a rain, for predicting whether it will rain or not rain. So regression will not work for problem B, but it will work for predicting the house price, predicting the maximum temperature on a given day, and the sales of the ice creams. Then, then it is saying, which of the following are binary classification problem? I have told several times today what are the binary classification problem. So it is showing that which one now you have already answered, somebody A and B, that predicting whether a patient is diagnosed with cancer or not, and B, which is predicting whether a team will win or a tournament or not. These are binary classification. Predicting price of a second hand car, that is a class, that is a regression problem. Classify wave text into one of the following categories: sports, entertainment, or technology. That is three, not binary but trinary classification, which is not also a binary problem, so it is not true also. So A and B are the answers. Question 3. If a linear regression model achieves zero training error, can we say that all the data points lie on the hyperplane of the d plus 1 dimensional place, where d is the number of features? Let me read the question once again, that if a linear regression model achieves zero training error, can we say that all the data points lie on a hyperplane in the d plus 1 dimensional space? Of course, yes. Okay, because it is showing you zero dimension error. That means it is all the points are lying on the d plus 1 dimensional space. So it is, the answer is yes. Now this problem was given to you in your assignment. Read the information given below and answer the question from 4 to 6. Data description is given. An automotive service chain is launching its new grand service station this weekend. They offer to service a wide variety of cars. The current capacity of the station is to check 315 cars thoroughly per day. As an inaugural offer, they claim to freely check all cars that arrive on their launch day and report whether they need servicing or not. Unexpectedly, they get 450 cars. The serviceman will not work longer than working hours, but the data analyst have to. Can you save the day for a new service station? How can a data scientist save the day for them? He has begun given a data set, service train.csv, that contains some attributes of the card that can be easily measured and conclusion that if a service is needed or not. Now, for the cards, they cannot check in detail. They measure those attributes and store them in a service test.csv. Now the question is, which of the following machine learning techniques would not be appropriate to solve the problem given in the problem statement? Okay, people are responding that linear regression cannot be used for this problem. Can anybody do like anybody wants to tell what is why? Okay. Yes, because it's a classification. Okay. So next question is prepare the data by following steps given below and answer question 6 and 7. Encode categorical variable service, like this will be the last column in the service. Yes as 1 and no as 0 for both the train and test datasets. Split the set of independent features and the dependent feature on both the train and test datasets. Set random state for the states of the logistic regression class as 0. And then question 5 it is asking after applying logistic regression and is what is or are the correct observations from the resultant confusion matrix. Did anybody try it? Like anybody has tried this problem? Whoever has tried, please tell yes or raise your hand. This was in your assignment 4. And the next question it is asking the logistic regression model built between input and output variables is checked for its prediction accuracy of the test data. What is the accuracy range of the prediction made over test data? What is the answer, Rishan? That I will tell. I will show you the code also, but first, people let me know that whoever has tried. Anybody has tried or not? So perhaps nobody has tried, but let me tell the answer and then I will show at the end the solution of it also. As somebody was telling, asking that how to get the solution, detailed solution are the way to get from me or whatever we are discussing here already. So okay, the answer of the question B is A and C. The true positive equal to 29 and true negative equal to 94 and false positive equal to 5 and false true negative equal to 94. That will be the answer for question 5. Okay. And now the next thing is this question 6. If you want to know the answer, question 6 is the answer is 90 to 95, that is B. Okay. So I will show you the codes, don't worry. I will discuss okay. Okay, so now the thing is okay, so Sudarshan Bhatt, have you question, sorry no, Anybody has tried this question? Like, I just want to know, anybody has tried this question 5, 6? Like, I don't think so. Okay. All right. So the question 7, it is telling that how are categorical variables pre-processed before model building. So this is the answer. Everybody knows it is discussed in the lectures. This is as dummy variables. Now the next thing is that a regression model with the following function y equal to 60 plus 5.2x was built to understand the impact of humidity as x and rainfall as y. The humidity this week is 30 more than the previous week. What is the predicted difference in rainfall? Some Ishan is asking for question 8. Question 8 I have not discussed because question 4, 5, 6 that I will show you, and that is whoever is able to solve the 4, 5, 6, he or she will be able to solve the question 8 also and take that question 8 as a homework problem. So and some like people used to send me, whoever used to solve the homework, you can also mail me whoever is trying. So Lochan is saying that it is 156. Yes, the answer is 156. How do you did it? How do you did it, Lochan? Can you explain it? Ishan is also telling question 9 is A. Do you want? Can you explain it? Okay, so I think nobody don't waste time or rather tell me y equal to 60 plus 5.2x. That is just a linear equation that you have. M equal to 60 and B equal to 5.2 here. Here it is told that humidity is in x and rainfall is y. Now you want to get the rainfall output and want to know the predicted difference between the rainfall. That means y minus 60. What will be that value you want to know? Now, corresponding to y minus 60 at 30 is just 5.2 times 30. That is 156 millimeter. That is the predicted difference in the rainfall. That that is the answer. That is the question option A. Well, now the problem 10 is that x and y are. I hope everybody has understood problem 9. Do I need to write or tell anything? Y minus 60. I hope everybody has understood. Equal to 156. That is how the A is.
Ma'am, please repeat question 9.
Okay. Question 9, it is saying a regression model with function with the following function y equal to 60 plus 5.2x was built to understand the impact of humidity on rainfall. The humidity this week is 30 more than the previous week. What is the predicted difference in rainfall? This is just we need to know the difference means that y equal to m plus bx kind of model the linear regression simply. So the previous week the humidity this week is 30, which is corresponding to the x that is already given to you, and rainfall which is calculating here, that is y. Now you want to know the difference which is y this week minus 60 the previous week, that is just given as 5.2 times x, that is 5.2 into 30, which will be 156 millimeter. All right. Okay, so now the question 10 is x and y are two variables that have a strong linear relationship. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Sorry, which of the following statements are incorrect? Remember, incorrect. So there cannot be a negative relationship between the two variables. The relationship between the two variables is purely causal. Third is saying one variable may or may not cause a change in the other variable. And fourth is saying the variables can be positively or negatively correlated with each other. So the answer is A and B. because it is not true that the any variable, two variable we have in our data, that should be purely causal. That is, that it cannot be, because I have also shown you and that I have also shown you that that 0.08, 0.1, and that this kind of correlation can also come, which is showing that correlation matrix just showing you that everything is not related with the causality. So that's why the relationship between the two variables is purely causal. This is an incorrect statement, and there cannot be a negative relationship between the two variables. This is also true because in the real system y equal to mx. This is also not true because y equal to mx plus b, it can be negative slope also. Someone is saying about the sorry, Santosh is telling in about incorrect. Yes, it is asking which of the following statements are incorrect. A and B are incorrect, and now the variables can be positively or negatively correlated with each other. That is also uh, that is also correct. And one variable may or may not cause a change in the other variable. This is why are you saying that this should be the answer? Because may or may not, it is telling about may or may not. It is true that two variables are there. It is like they two variables can be a causality relationship, can have or cannot have. So it is telling one variable may or may not cause a change in the other variable. If it is may, like if it is can, then it will be much more correlated. If it is cannot, then it will be less correlated. Or no, no, but this statement is absolutely true that one variable may or may not cause the may not cause a change in the other variable. And here it is asking which of the following statements are incorrect. So it is not incorrect. This is correct.
But ma'am, it's saying strong relationship. They have a strong relationship. Okay, but when they have a strong relationship, they affect each other, ma'am. Means may not hear the sentence. If you check the sentence, it's saying may not. Okay, may not, it means maybe they don't affect. Okay, but they have a strong relationship. If they have a strong relationship, x and y, whenever x change, the y it will change. It will affect on the y. That's why I am not sure about this sentence. It will be correct. That's why I say C, because the sentence is said may or may not. Okay, if you go to the meaning of the may and may not, okay, but the question is asking strong relationship. They have a strong linear relationship. That's why I am not sure about the C. It will be correct. It's incorrect, as per my opinion.
Okay, so I got your point. What you want to mention? Uh, uh, okay, but if it is some, if some two variables are strongly like has strong linear relationship, obviously this will have, because this will follow y equal to a plus y equal to m bx plus a kind of linear equation. But that means they are linearly related always. Now I can fit anything with a like linear relationship, and here it is saying they are strongly linearly related. But it does not mean that one variable is how much correlated with the other. Correlation and linear relationship, they are different things. You can for a linear regression kind of problem, you can check the correlation just by do the data dot code. You can check that it is not always true that it will be highly correlated. Okay, I hope I can understand. I can make you understand that what is the difference between the strong linear relationship and strongly correlated variables. Okay, so this is my point. And by the at the end, when the answer or solution will be released, I hope it will be like it is a and b. But yes, this is a good point that you mentioned. This is a general confusion people may arise, but this is the case. Okay. All right. So now, 1 minute. So I will stop share that these, and I will just quickly show you the code, and then I will let me quickly share the code once for this, for problem 456.
Sorry, ma'am. Until you are sharing the code, I have a one question. In the exam, we have a like writing code or like using
காலையில காய வச்சு
least
நல்லா இப்போ வைங்க எனக்கு
abbreviation.
குயிக்கா வச்சிருங்க.
1 minute at a time. Please stop one. Isan, please tell, and whoever is has unmuted yourself, please mute yourself.
I said in the exam, we have a
Yes.
such kind of writing a code, writing a good like full code, the total code for the exam.
No, for the examination for this season, we have not decided exactly what will be for this week 4 problems. But you can expect this kind of problems. If you like, I have mentioned in the first day also, like if you get
Your sound is
any
broken.
if you get any writing code like problems, then you will then corresponding to that there will appear a kernel where you can write your Python. But if you don't get, that means you don't need to write that code there. Rather, you need to just understand whatever you have studied or throughout this course, on the basis of these things, or whatever you have practiced, based on that you need to answer the question. So there may have these two kind of things.
Okay, but as per the previous like exams, there was a writing code.
Sorry.
Like as per the previous exams.
Yes.
Okay, there was a writing code or not?
Oh, so
Because we
you
don't
are
have a
talking
like.
about the previous semester.
Yes.
So for the previous semester, actually, I was for the previous semester I was not an in charge in this course. I was taking some other course. So for the previous semester, I am unaware about this course format. Okay. And at this moment, I
Okay.
don't have any idea what has happened in the previous semester. If you want to know, then I need to know and let you know.
I appreciate it if you let us know, because if we have to write a code, okay,
Hmm.
because the time of exam is limit, okay, and we want to write all these codes, okay, we have to like practice more, because
Yes, yes.
if you do small syntax mistake, okay, you will get error, and
Yes,
that time you have a
certainly.
stress.
You
That
are
time
absolutely
you have a
right.
stress. You can't
And mostly
concentrate.
you should not think about writing code at that moment, because you can see that whatever examples we are showing you, and whatever the examples we are given, like the steps or the syntax or the library function and modules, based on them only the code you question you can expect. And if some if like sometime this kind of question can come, like it has written the syntax what you need to write to get this solution. And what is the syntax, the four options is there, that what you need to write in code. So for that, sometimes it will not give you the kernel. Rather, you need to remember that, for suppose you need to do the cross tab, then you need to understand and remember that pd dot cross tab, that is what you will use, which when you need to know this thing, no no the when you need to get this solution. So so mostly this kind of question will appear in the last like in same examination. Got my point?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so the last thing I just want to show you, I hope this is visible to you. So I have for the week 4 solution, I have imported all of the things that was needed to import it. Then service dot test that I have imported at this moment. Then I am doing the pre-processing. The similar each and everything lines are same. All lines are same, like pre-processing processes. Then I am defining with the dummy variables. Then writing these and separating the input names and the new data. After all of these things, I am not going through each and every step because I have gone through those several times by now. And I am, as it is already told about logistic regression, so I am doing logistic regression. And the question was to predict in terms of prediction and confusion matrix and accuracy score. That is what I am printing, and if you do these kind of things, then you will be able to easily solve and get the answer whatever you want to know. So this was a similar and very straightforward approach for all of the problems which we are going to deal for this this course itself. Like, I am not talking that these are the only things which you can expect in your all data analysis programs and all data analysis things. No, that is not true. But in this course, this is up to this. Okay, so whatever the course I am going to upload, practice it as Isan has mentioned. This is the only way, and you can expect those kind of questions which I have just told. And this is the these are the points that I wanted to discuss today. Okay, let me check if I have missed any question of you. I request you kindly upload previous year's question paper in the drive folder for this course. So the thing is that the assignments, whatever I am showing to you, this assignment 4 for previous year and this year are same. You can see that you have got the same questions for this assignment 4. Previous year's assignment 4 was also same. I have the assignment, I'll upload, and whatever the assignment you are getting, solve these. Those are these times, this semester's course. And previous year's semester's course, whatever it has run, those questions whatever I am solving here or showing you the question, these are the previous semester's assignment question. So it is almost the same. So you don't need to go much beyond this. I am just focusing whatever I am focusing, follow that. What will be the difficulty level? Difficulty level you cannot I cannot tell at this moment, but yeah, if you are able to solve your assignments and whatever you are doing here, whatever I am telling, you can follow that, and practicing it and solving the assignments again by yourself, you can certainly do this, because the difficulty level of the examination will be as same, you can expect as same as whatever it is going on in the assignments. Okay. These were my things that I want to discuss in the last session. Before going, I would like to give you a feedback form, which will just you can take 2 minutes now and fill it. Aarti is saying whoever is there present there, the 40 like about 45 49 8 students participants, they please fill this form, feedback form. It will help us to analyze how it has helped you. So there are many feedback forms that is already uploaded with the swam portal, but this is from this is like for this tutorial session, this feedback form is, so please fill this. Now, Aarti is saying, ma'am, I am very new to Python, and first and second week was so easy, but after that it is so hard. So I am very worried about exam. So yes, I agree with you. The balancing of this course is like a little different. Like in the first two session, it is talking about the introduction with Python, and last two session it is talking about the data science directly. So of course it will be difficult. Whoever is new for the last 4 week will be difficult. Whoever is new in the Python here, but the only way is to practice and never give up hope. Other than that, there is nothing else. As per our knowledge, how many percentage will be the question same as per your knowledge? How many percentage will be question same assignment? Uh, this kind of data that you are asking, how many percentage? These kind of things, like even though we analyze these things, but we don't share these things actually to everybody is not saying not attending, or we want to be lenient and we want to be give everyone equal opportunity with the 50,000 students. So we actually, that's why it is not shared actually, and the end semester examination question is also not shared with you for this kind of reasons only. So can we register for image processing using Python if any this kind of course is going on? Then you, of course you can register and start learning. I actually do this kind of image processing also. But how many questions for Python programming in exam from data science and machine in exam from data science and machine learning concept? One maximum 1/4, not more than that. Less than or not more than that, of course. Okay. So you can expect less than that, but not more than. And all right. So please fill the feedback form meanwhile while I am discussing these things. And if anybody has any question, then please ask here. You can write me in my mail also. Let me write my mail at the for the last time. Can we learn machine learning and deep learning? You can learn by yourself as always. You can learn, but in this course, this is up to this. And today is the last class, and I hope everybody has enjoyed this course. Uh, like whatever we are discussing, whatever the lectures were, and you have of course I can see that you guys can have tried to learn it wholeheartedly. So please so I hope you have enjoyed. Okay, let me for those who have not till filled the Google form, this is a 1 minute or 2 minute Google form. You can just fill at this moment. I am sharing the feedback form. I'll give you maybe 1 or 2 minutes. You can fill it, and then I will officially close this uh, discussion session. Okay, so this was the course for Python for data science by NPTEL, ran for 4 weeks. Instructor Professor Raghunathan Rangaswamy from IIT Madras. I was your TA Nilakshi Shanapati from IIT Kanpur, and we had a great discussion sessions for all of these 4 weeks. I
Ma'am,
enjoyed very much, and I hope everybody of you have also enjoyed. If anybody wants to tell anything, yes, please tell.
ma'am,
Yes.
hear me, ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you. Tell.
Ma'am, actually, for detailed solution of the assignments is not released in the NTPL course, ma'am. For every
Yes,
week,
yes. Detailed solution is whatever I have provided you with the codes, and I shown you during the class with my Jupyter that how to solve these questions for problem for assignment 1, assignment 2, and assignment 4, and assignment 3. I have not given all of the solution. I agree. I have told you for few of the homework problems also, but yes, those things you need to visit those things for the detailed solution. For at the end of each Jupyter notebook for the week 1 and week 2, the solutions are provided. For week 4, the py file will be uploaded. Please visit the NPTEL week 4 1 2 3 4.py files and NPTEL week 1 2 3 4.ipynap files. In these things, you will be able to find out your all of the homework problem, all of the assignment problems. But the detailed solution only for these 10 problems has not released by Swan. So I hope you got my point, Renuka.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
when you'll upload today's assignment, today's program, whatever that you have discussed now,
Yes.
when you'll upload it in the drive?
Yes, I will upload these in the drive folder within 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours. 1 hour you can
Oh,
expect.
okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so at the end, maybe I like to talk with you. Maybe in the whole course, I ran so fast, I was unable to talk with anybody. Maybe I can whoever the 43% 42% is here, if like anybody wants to uh, share that his or her journey with this course, please feel free to open your microphone as well as your video and tell. Whoever is wishing to tell anything, then please raise your hand, then I will tell to unmute him or her, then tell.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell.
Actually, the session is too good, ma'am. The
Oh,
interactive session, whatever that we had it with you, it is very nice. First two week it was little bit easy, but after that we felt that little bit difficult. And last week also it is difficult, but you have explained the program in a easier manner. Thanks a lot for it. Thank you.
okay. Anyone else? Maybe I can take the name, whoever wants to tell and open and tell. Renuka? Or okay, Pragati, please.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Pragati Jashwal.
Yes.
I'm from second year, ma'am, in my college, and I feel that the course was very interesting because programming was not very much taught at our college during the first year.
Okay.
And first 2 week, I was able to relate with the content. But after that, as you went on exploring, especially that graphs and plottings, I interesting and I got to know how coding makes everything easy and how the coding will be applicable in our life. Thank you for this session, ma'am.
Okay. So you are a second year in which like domain, like BTech, BSc?
CSC, ma'am.
Huh?
Computer science, ma'am.
Okay.
Computer
All
science,
right.
ma'am.
Then anybody else?
Hello.
Yes, Gopal.
Hello, ma'am. My name is
I
Chaitanya.
cannot hear you. Can you speak a little louder?
Hello, ma'am. My name is Chaitali.
Okay.
I'm from Maharashtra. I'm studying in diploma in TY mechatronics.
Okay.
Uh, Actually, I interested in data science. Which because at that time data science is very boom part of that everything in that.
Yes.
So that's why I'm learning that because I want to earn money in my college life for myself,
Okay.
for myself, for my events, for my stationaries. I want to earn that. So I want to learn how the data science. So that's why I joined the course. Course was very good and so much interesting that. And thank you
Okay.
for your valuable guidance.
Okay. I hope you have enjoyed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else?
We will be missing you and your sessions, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else? Thank you, Pragati.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful information about the data science. So I will learn from this a lot. So, ma'am, I need more information about this data science. So, can you help us?
Sorry, can you tell a little louder?
Ma'am, I said that thank you a lot for this information about the data science. Can you please help us to more information for this field? We can do more practice on that field, and
Of course.
then we
Of course,
ma'am,
surely.
ma'am, we learn a lot from this course. So, ma'am, I was very interested in coding, so that's why I want to do it.
Great. So
Thank
yes.
you so much for wonderful information.
Okay, thank you. I have seen that you sent the homework also, so I hope you have learned. And yes, I encourage everybody to do the like practice and Of course, if anybody needs any help after this also, then I'll mail. You can mail me anytime. And do anybody wants to tell anything else? And I hope everybody has filled the form also. Whoever has not filled till now and here present, please fill the feedback form, and then I will the last call. Anybody wants to tell anything else?
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yes.
मैम एनपीटीएल के थ्रू कोई इंटर्नशिप्स वगैरह होता है क्या?
NPTEL, there is no internship in NPTEL. If you want to do internship, you can directly contact with any professors or their students, like mostly professors from any IIT, whomever you are interested to talk with or work with. Okay, so you can think in that manner, but not from NPTEL.
Like, I want to share regarding internship, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, if they are with the engineering colleges or higher education, so there is a provision for internships.
Okay.
There is Intershala. They can visit AICT website, so they will get the information.
Okay, so of course there are many websites, Internshala and many things. I cannot tell about those because I cannot promote anything at this moment. This is an official NPTEL video. So, but yes, there are many possibilities with which you can do your internship based on your background. Yeah, and if anybody somebody was asking in the first class that he or she wants to put it in his or can he or she put it in his or her CV and tell that he has done this course or not, for the job purpose as well as for education purpose. So I can tell you that yes, NPTEL course is full phase course, and it give you that freedom, get that kind of degree, that certification that you can actually put it in your CV as well as use it in your job profile. Okay, so Roshan Lal, yes, please tell.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
I am audible, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, myself a faculty in computer science engineering department, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh,
Okay.
NCR, Delhi.
Okay.
And my daughter is also doing BTech in computer science engineering, and we both are doing this subject.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, how was your experience? Maybe it was easier for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is all sessions are very nice, and I have been achieved already NPTEL certification in other subject also, ma'am.
Okay, that's great.
I have a lot of experience with NPTEL courses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I used to see that you used to answer for other questions also. That's actually helped me because during the when I used to tell something, it becomes difficult for me to answer in the chat box at the same time.
yeah, yeah. And overall, all sessions are very wonderful and are innovative, ma'am. And I have some queries regarding examination. I was asking also during the your session. How many questions may be asked in examination, ma'am, from introduction to Python? Just Python
You have
programming.
done previous courses, right? Given previous examinations, right? So,
Yeah.
how many questions you used to get?
In section A, 25 question, each question having 2 marks, and in section B, 25 question. Total question are 50. Timing is 3 hours, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, and total marks 100. Then they will reduce and convert the grading into 75 marks, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
25 internal. Yeah, 25 internal and 75 external.
okay. So the
And
format, yes.
minimum passing marks is 40 marks, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, out of 25, 10 is a minimum required, and
To
30
get
is
certificate.
yeah, for certification, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you all can hear, yes, you are absolutely correct. These are the details he has experienced. So he has told you that what his experience is, and these are the correct informations. Of course, this is how the section is going to be happen. But of course, we don't tell for our side from our side as I told that we don't share the end term things anything.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So anybody else?
Ma'am, I have last one more question.
Yes.
In a data science question based on the data frame, uh, examiner may ask coding part or only basis on the database.
No, no. Coding part will also be there. Like
Uh,
basic Python will also be there. Some part.
no need to run the or compile the programming code during examination.
During examination, as I told that there can be two possibility. One is that you did not get any kernel to run Python, so that you need to do whatever you have practiced whatever you have practiced that with your memory you have to do the performance. Or otherwise, if we feel that for this question you need a kernel, then the Python kernel will be provided to you for that question, so you can run that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for your wonderful sessions, and
Okay.
I highly appreciate your hard labor, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? The last call. I will if anybody wants to tell anything. Otherwise, I will stop this discussion session and formally tell you all as goodbye from my side. So, anybody?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, like for the assignment 3, we were given some CSV files,
Mm-hmm.
data frames, and for solving the given assignment questions, I had to download it on my PC and then code it. So in the examination, the semester examination also, will the data frames and CSV files will be given and we have to download it, or how?
No, then either these kind of like there will be many. There can be many are possibility, but if I hope there no downloading issue will be there. You will not no need to be download anything and do anything.
Good
So
evening, madam.
yes.
Madam, actually, this course is nicely designed, and introduction to your basic data science is also there, and basic programming is also introduced. That's fine. But my exact question is, what next? Is there any course in NPTEL
Hmm.
which is can be pursued after this completion of this relevant and more intensified or next level of higher course?
Okay.
What do you suggest? Is there any
Uh,
course in NPTEL available
so
which
there
can
are
be?
many courses, so then for that you need to check the courses. I There are about 628 courses, so I did not remember that after this course what will be the most useful course for you. But I have already mentioned that those who want to do the numerical methods course, then there is one course, there are two three courses actually running for the numerical methods to learn. But for the data science course, I actually at this moment, if anything is running or not, that I did not remember. But probably there will be some other course which is much more intensive, so that you need to check. Actually, I at this moment I cannot recommend a proper data science course after this course. So but there will be, certainly there will be, and you are absolutely correct that
Okay, thank
for
you, ma'am.
intensive practice and intensive coding we need some more course.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Okay, so let me.
Madam,
Okay, yes.
for exam, will be given spider kernel or Jupyter.
It will give you the ideal, like kernel will pop up, like it will be the similar like the learn console kind of thing. You know that you can write the code in console, right? So it will be like that.
For example, in Spider, we have variable explorer in which we can check our data.
The spider kind of thing will be there or not, that I cannot say, but maybe Jupyter can be there. But if you have a variable, like you want to check the variables, then you have like tools, right? You can check, print the data, or you can write data dot type. Then you can get that what type of data it is. So practice those practice those syntax rather. So yeah, I don't think that spider kernel exactly will be there. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So I think there is no other thing to take, and everybody has enjoyed, and everybody has filled the feedback form also. So let me tell you bye and goodbye, and hopefully in some other course we can meet or not. I don't know, but yes, I have enjoyed this course. I hope you have also enjoyed this course. Okay. Best wishes to all of you, and all the best for your examination, final examination, and all the best. All right. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.